Welcome to the Netiquette Guide Overview. What we mean by netiquette is basically any kind of etiquette that you need for communicating on the internet. And we're going to get into this a little deeper with some other things as we move on throughout the school year. But this is just kind of a quick little overview of things that you need to have. So we're about to start a email assignment, and you're going to need this for that email assignment. So that's why we're going to go ahead and go over this. And this is located in the Google Classroom under the resources. So the first thing, our general guidelines. Anytime you contact your teacher or a classmate, you should always be respectful. So this means no profanity or slang or just being rude because you're irritated about something or you don't really care for that person. There's not a reason to be rude. So just make sure that we're being respectful at all times. And then also your wording should be clear and concise, and you should spend time proofreading before submitting or sending anything. Proofreading is going to be your lifesaver in this course because it keeps you from making really random mistakes that you could have avoided. So make sure you're always proofreading anything that you are writing. It could be essays, emails, anything that you're writing. So email correspondence, when you're emailing, you want to make sure you use a descriptive subject line. So let's say you're missing an assignment from week 1 and you need to email me about it. You'll say in your descriptive subject line, say missing, and then give me exactly what assignment you're missing. So if you're missing assignment 1 from week 1, say missing assignment 1 from week 1. Okay, so then you're going to properly greet your teacher. So you'll say, "Dear Miss Watkins," or "Good morning, Miss Watkins," "Good afternoon, Miss Watkins," anything like that. And then you'll go into your issue. So you're going to clearly explain what you're having. You can say, "Miss Watkins, I missed assignment 1 from week 1, and explain to me any specific issues that you're having, maybe why you missed it, or let's say you have a question about it. Let's say you're working on it and you're confused about the wording of a specific question. Make sure you are being very specific in your questions that you use. You're going to want to avoid general statements like "I don't understand," or "I'm confused," or "I need help," because I need to know exactly what you need help with or exactly what you don't understand, so that way I can help you better. So just make sure that you are being specific in your writing. And then make sure you're writing in complete sentences, and always sign your email with your full name. And what I mean by full name is your first and last name, so that way I know exactly who you are. Because let's say if your name's Madison, I teach 5 different Madisons. Or if your name is John, I might teach 5 different Johns. So you need to make sure that you are signing your first and last name. And a quick note about Remind. Remind is going to be a little bit more casual, but you're going to avoid your text speak and things like that, and you want to maintain that respectful tone because I am your teacher, okay? So just make sure you are doing that. And then online discussions, we'll get into a giant guide for this as we go throughout the year. I think it's going to be Friday or Monday, we're going to be talking about these online discussions. So just a quick little few bullets here. Carefully read any post you are responding to in order to avoid repetition or misinterpretation. So you want to make sure that you're really reading it and you're not just repeating what they're saying and say, "Oh, like, I agree with you because I also feel that whatever they said, blank, blank, and blank." So you want to make sure that you are reading it and then adding to that. Also, you want to be sure that you give proper credit to your peers and websites that you use, because if you do not, this is considered plagiarism, and that's the quickest way to get a 0 in my course. Address the person, but discuss their ideas. If you disagree with their opinions, don't make it personal. That's something that's really big in our culture nowadays, is that people just get irritated quickly, or they do not respect a person because they have difference of opinions. And it's okay to have a different opinion than someone else, and that's something that I really want to stress in this course this year, and as we go along throughout high school, is to understand that people grow up differently than you, and people have different experiences than you. So a lot of times their opinions are going to be different based off of how they grew up or how they have been exposed to different things. So just make sure that you're not making it personal, and you realize that someone may disagree with you because they haven't been exposed to things the way that you have. So if you disagree with them, that's totally fine. Just make sure that you are being respectful about that, and you're not making it personal at all. Also, maintain your respectful and academic tone. So this is the same thing that we talked about in emails. So no slang, profanity, or text speak. And then you want replies should be meaningful, and they should avoid generic replies. So anything that's like, yeah, I agree with you, that's not going to cut our online discussions, but we're going to get more into that a little bit later. And then over here on this side, you have all of the information that you need to be in contact with me and the class. So that is our Netiquette Guide overview. As always, if you have a question or concern, email me. It is right here, and I will get back to you. Have a great day.